What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Rat2501 here, with a requested video. This was requested by, this is a patron request, so I actually had to push my original Thursday video I was gonna do, and I found this, so I had to push my Thursday video back. So it's gonna sound weird when it comes up. It's not gonna come until like Sunday or something. Anyway, this was requested by a patron who goes by the name of Deadly Killer. Okay, I hope that's just a euphemism. Okay, dude. All right. I hope I'm not pandering to a serial killer. Anyway, they requested 9 pyro mistakes you should never make, and this is by Delphi. I did receive another patron request by a existing patron called 39 Doe. I don't know. It's gonna be a while before I do that one though, because 39 Doe, yeah, it says your payment was declined or something by my patron, but I'm still gonna get around to your video regardless. It's just gonna take me a while. You know, it's not getting top priority. I'm sorry, but you are still getting higher priority than the average request. All right, so yes, sorry about that. If I seem a little hypocritical or just asshole-ish about that, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. But there are a lot of requests that come into me that I need to do. So, oh boy. So this is 9 pyro mistakes you should never make by Delphi, and it's pretty long, so maybe this will help me be a better pyro, because I do like pyro. So let's go. Okay, he's done others too, huh? Scouts, medic, the pyro. Pretty good music on the whole thing. If I'm even showing the music, because I get in trouble for putting music into my videos. Loud as hell. Damn. Surrounded by dead, burning bodies.
Hello, and welcome to the 6th episode of the Class Mistake series. This time, we'll be talking about the Pyro.
The
You
Pyro.
voted for it, and you got it. A class I personally made for 2 years. Me,
Really?
Tornado, not Delphi. God have mercy on my soul. Pyro has lots of amazing features and mistakes to go over. So let's get this show on the road by starting off with an advertisement. Sorry, we gotta do what we gotta do to survive. The sponsor of this video is the Amino Communities in Chats.
Okay,
TF2 Amino is the ultimate
Amino?
social community
Amino?
built by and dedicated
Animus?
for obsessed TF2 fans.
Okay,
like
so I'm just
you.
gonna skip ahead of all this. Okay, there we go. So I just skip ahead of all that crap. I'm sorry, because I actually
Before
can't
we
put
review
somebody
the
else's
mistakes,
advertisements
though,
on
let's
this,
take a quick overview
because
of
my
the
video is
Pyro
not
class.
sponsored by these people.
Pyro is a support class fitted with 175 base HP, default movement speed, and the option of high DPS attacks. Pyro
Yeah.
is especially effective at close range combat, and is able to counter pretty much every class. I'm not exaggerating.
At close
Anti-sniper by
range.
using the Scorch Shot, Anti-Spy for obvious reasons, Anti-Uber, Anti-Soldier, Anti-All, and most hated class in the game. Alright,
Most hated
without
class.
any further ado, here are the mistakes. Number 1. The Forgotten Airblast.
Yeah, I'm
If
guilty
the
of
title
this one.
didn't
I'm
make
so
it
sorry.
obvious, this relates to forgetting Mouse 2 exists. Many Pyros in the game don't utilize this amazing physics-defying tool, and without it, Pyro isn't all that special. The
Yep.
Airblast can do many things. It can reflect projectiles right back into the enemy, packing them with a mini-crit. Fun fact, the demo Sticky Bomb is the only reflected projectile that does not change team color after being reflected.
Huh.
It simply gets pushed away. Another example of the Airblast's amazing capacities is its simple ability to push away Ubered enemies. This is one of the biggest reasons Pyro is hated, for this is a game-changing ability, unless you're using the Phlogistinator. In that case, you're screwed.
Phlogiston.
If you see the enemy pushing with an Uber, don't run away like a scared pussy, I mean like a cat.
Scared.
Go and face them, push them away, and even reflect some damage back at their team. A single Pyro can counter an Uber push, or several, depending on the map.
Okay, well, it cost him his life, but he
It's
made
the
them
most
waste a lot of their
effective
Uber.
strategy in the game. Just make sure a friendly medic has you covered, and push through. Pushing the enemy back is crucial, as that Uber is what they rely on to change the game in their favor. So sacrifice yourself if you must, but do it while ruining the enemy's offensive plan's key moment. They
Huh.
fear you more than you fear them, so just
That's a very
waltz
good
in
point.
and airblast away. Oh, and don't forget to ruin it for the Bonk Atomic Punch Scouts trying to shamelessly push through your team's line. Keep them stuck in the air until they return to normal, and watch them die immediately by your team.
I have no idea what a bonk atomic punch does, so please let me know.
Fun fact, before Pyro update of 2011, Pyro did not have the ability to airblast. He was pure WM1. So keep that in mind when you see someone raging in chat about the WM1. Number 2. The misused airblast. The mistakes never end. Even if you don't do the first one, you just might do the second. We've talked about this topic before in our recent video talking about Pyro's secrets. It has lots of interesting information that's still relevant, so if you haven't seen it, there's a link in the top right corner just for you. In the Jungle Inferno update, the airblast was heavily modified and changed. Now the angle of your camera affects the direction to which your target gets blasted back at. Fun fact, the airblast can bounce off walls, so if you aim down at the legs of the enemy, the blast will bounce off the ground and push them into the air. Let's see an example.
That's something interesting to know
You
about.
have a sentry in place.
That's very
and the enemy
clever.
is pushing in with an Uber. The sentry has a powerful knockback force, especially when the target is airborne. Which means, if you blast the enemy's Uber normally, the sentry will push it back to the ground, making the knockback less effective. But, if you aim under or above the enemy's Uber, you will make them airborne, and thus allow the sentry to send them to a different server.
That's good to know.
Basically,
I'm probably going to screw that up still, but you know, there you
with
go.
a simple air blast, you can aid your team in defense massively, so do keep that in mind. Fun fact, you can still kill the engineer from any range using his sentry's rockets. Just wait for the right moment and send those bad boys right back at him, and allow the wondrous spectacle of the engineer's flying gibs to begin.
Gibs.
Beautiful. So just keep it in mind.
bits.
Who the fuck is calling me? Oh my gosh, 1 second. Number 3. Hot teammates again.
Happened to me.
Here's something you probably know. The airblast can extinguish the flames that engulf your screaming teammates. So if the horrible joke in the title didn't make it clear, this mistake is all about saving your teammates. After the Jungle Inferno update, the afterburn damage was increased, so extinguishing now is more important than ever before. But some pyros just don't care, and I'm not talking about new players. If you didn't know this is a thing, be aware and always do so. But those who just ignore their teammates to focus on their burning kill streak are the worst pyros there could ever be.
Dickhead.
Extinguishing your teammates doesn't only help your team's survivability, but it also rewards you with points and HP. So that's some more motivation for you to act quickly and help out.
Okay, so definitely be aware of the enemy pyro.
Valve actually buffed the rewards of extinguishing, probably because they noticed that most players just didn't care. You used to get nothing back but maybe a thanks from your teammate. But then they made it so you receive some points, and after that they added 20 HP bonus. It's not easy to convince players to help. You gotta make them want it beyond being
People
friendly.
don't want to do shit for each other.
A mercenary on fire is your greatest friend. If he is your ally, press M2. If he is your enemy, burn him until he looks like poo. A lame attempt at poetry, but you get it. Number 4.
Burn him until he looks like poo.
One of Pyro's key roles is to spy check. It's very easy for her.
The Pyro
as he can
is the
simply
natural
throw
enemy
flames
of the
around
spy.
and mark spies with fire.
Yeah, don't do that.
Simply pressing M1 on your teammates just to make sure, or spamming around like a windmill to clear an area. The Pyro is the spy's greatest foe.
There you go. And they all point and laugh at the dead spy.
The Jungle Inferno update ruined the Dead Ringer, so most spies prefer the normal Invis Watch or the Cloak and Dagger. That makes the Pyro's job a whole lot easier, as the spies can't escape as easily as before with the Dead Ringer. Remember, you can be the reason the spy was scared of approaching your area, so defend your key teammates and the NG structures, whatever the situation calls for, of course. Number 5. Not being the NG's best friend. This mistake is for those pyros who forget the awesome option of being helpful not only to your team's offense, but also to its defense.
What the hell?
You can support in many ways and forms as a pyro, and helping out the NG is a big part of that. You can save the NG's entire nest or teleporter by hanging around it, spy checking, and maybe even removing the sapper if needed.
Oh, okay.
There's a nickname for those pyros who dare help the NG in his gear. They are called Pybros. The NG's best friend. The one that burns the spies, spy checks 24/7 around the nest, reflects incoming projectiles away from the NG and his gear, and pushes enemy Zuber away with ease. That is the amazing Pyrobro, a legendary, rare, and beautiful player that helps his team best.
I really like that. Okay, that's another major thing to consider.
6, wrong loadout. So once again, TF2 is a situational game, and every situation calls for a different approach, not only in strategy, but in gear as well. Let's look at a few examples. If your team has a DPS class that is being pocketed by a medic, you should stick to the defending Engie, instead of rushing ahead for kills. The default flamethrower, shotgun, and homewrecker will do. Become the ultimate Pyrobro and be on guard.
Okay.
Or, if your team does not have a DPS class, you can play as the DPS Pyro to fill in the needed roles. The Flog, Scorch Shot, and any melee weapon will do well. But that's only in case your team is missing damage. Also, make sure there's a Pyro back in base who's a worthy Pyrobro. You can't leave your defenses compromised to enemy spies. Lastly, if the enemy team has lots of Pyros, use the Dragon Fury. The new weapon is perfect for taking on a fellow Pyro.
I have no idea what that does. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I gotta see if I can get me one of those.
Always act by the situation. Adapt. Number 7. Handling snipers. The snipers can
How the hell do you handle a sniper?
Sometimes. If they can aim properly, they can shut down a path for your team. And they are at long range, meaning a Pyro can't deal that much damage. But what you can do is be annoying.
Okay. What the hell? A Pyro exploded.
No, not curse at them in chat or accuse them of hacks, but by setting them on fire. When a player is on fire, their screen gets pretty messy, and their body staggers, which will heavily impact a sniper's ability to aim.
Well, how are you supposed to do that at long range?
Of course, if they use Darwin's shield, then they are immune to afterburn damage, but you can still knock them back with the Scorch Shot. So keep that in mind. You can be useful at long range.
Okay.
Number 8. Positioning. As previously mentioned, the Pyro is very effective at close range, but there isn't that much you can do at long range. So does it make sense to charge ahead when you're all exposed in the open field? You can easily get owned by a heavy, demo, or a good sniper, even if he's on fire.
Yeah, because he's got a pocket medic.
Instead of taking such risks, make sure that the enemy can only see you when it's too late. Corners are your greatest allies, as you can attack from them easily, even avoiding enemies at times, allowing you to flank them.
Yeah, that's true of most classes,
by giving him enough time to spin up his gun and giving you the chance of killing him without taking any significant damage.
And then turn around and kill the medic.
Most classes will die instantly if you surprise them like that, so stay sneaky and plan.
Well, I've noticed that. I'm playing Pyro as well.
Number 9. Choosing Pyro. With most classes, it's best to have one. But in this case, Pyros are really effective, and every team could benefit from having up to 3 of them. If your team doesn't have one, urgently change to him. Having 3 Pyros allows one to spy check, one to Pybro the Engie, and another to DPS. The Pyro is a great counter class, so do make sure to have one on your team at all times.
Good one.
But of course that having too many isn't going to lead you to victory, as airblasting won't do much if there isn't a team behind them to take advantage of the wasted Uber. So if there are 3 Pyros already, take Engie, and help one of them become an amazing Pybro. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that this video has taught you something new or helped you understand Pyro better. We still have hope that Valve will fix Pyro one day, as she's truly broken. Do make sure to check the video where we explain exactly what's broken about him. The link to it is in the description.
She and him.
Leave a like if you
we don't know if Pyro's a man or a woman. A lot of guys have said that Pyro's a woman, but we don't know that. We know that Team Fortress Classic Pyro's a woman, but not
and make sure to share the video with your friends so they may learn a new thing today about Pyro. And subscribe for more. Farewell.
That was good. That was good. Some good tips there. Okay, so let's just stop that right there. Okay. All right. So that was TF2 9 Pyro mistakes you should never make, and that was requested by Deadly Killer and created by Delphi. And okay, so that was actually some good tips. So Delphi, and boom, you get a subscription from me. Okay, so wow, he's got 313k subs. Yeesh. Blows me away. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed that. That was very cool. Nice. I like getting new tips and stuff like that. I think maybe I'll do the rest of this guy's series because he's got more stuff. Maybe I'll check out, like, I don't know, Heavy or something like that. Seems interesting. Something worth looking into. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to click on the link to the original and go down there and give Delphi a subscription and like his video. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And don't forget to hit the share button, guys. You guys have been really helping me blow up my channel by clicking that share button. You know, every time somebody subscribes to me, that's a big help. And that is so great for you guys to be helping me out like this. Thank you so much. Tune in every day for new content, guys. I will see you next time. Yeah, there's no gameplay this week because I've been working on stuff for my game channel. You know, because the new pre-patch has dropped. And, you know, there's new stuff coming out for World of Warcraft, so that's been taking up some of my typical game time. You know, time I usually reserve for other things. You know, so, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Try to get a game one in next week. But things are just kind of a little crazy right now, and, you know, real life on top of it just, you know, comes up and just kicks you right in the gonads, and that's always not a good thing. But I'll try to bring it back in. Of course, Stark's and Freeman's Mind will be back starting tomorrow. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.